The Seminoles will put toe together to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They're working that left side. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go right back to it. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Shakes off the defender. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they... team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot.
It's so difficult when the QB gets outside the pocket because now it's not the first play anymore. It's the 2nd play that hurts you. Once you see him and he starts to scramble, now receivers know they got to make the 2nd effort. If they're on the sidelines, now they turn up the field. If they're running across the field from the other direction, they got to come back towards their quarterback. So it's not the first play anymore. It's the scramble play now.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. Got him in the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there because it's 3rd and short. You're in field goal range. Can't take a sack and knock yourself out of that field goal range, and you certainly don't want to force the football into traffic, risking an interception. Throw it away. Now you can kick the field goal if you want to.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 17 to Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Humphrey. At the 35, he's got room. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened.
He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having. And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live the play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That
big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Dropping back, it's Berry. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Grab behind the line. It's Glass. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he makes the catch. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Firing to the right, complete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Rides the back and leaves it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
He leaves it with his back. Powers through the defender. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing.
Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for blockers. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Berry. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Terrier, 325.
Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it for the 2. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To the air. It's Sperry. He's got him in the flat. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Handoff from the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the big fella. Wide open spaces. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to power it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to.
Sneaks it into the end zone. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Berry. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where